Hello and welcome to Container Exchanger, where we provide returnable container broker services to cost-conscious manufacturing companies. In this video we're going to discuss pallet containers, some of the features and selection criteria that you may want to be aware of when shopping for pallet containers. Pallet containers are generally made out of a fiber reinforced high density polyethylene. It's a very strong material. Very robust. These containers are made for the manufacturing environment, and they're also made potentially as a transit container where they would effectively serve active duty, holding a finished part going from one manufacturing plant to another for further processing. And one of the nice advantages of pallet containers is their collapsibility, which will save on freight costs and also create some floor savings. When they're empty, these walls can be folded down, collapsed, and they can be stacked on top of each other and really cube out a truck very well for the return trip or in storage. Another aspect of pallet container design and features are drop doors, and the drop doors you can see in the left hand picture here. We've got an open drop door, and then on the other side of the container this door is in the process of being opened. By comparison, this is a closed drop door, and those two handles right there would release the door. The purpose of the drop door is to provide operators with a nice ergonomic way of getting into the container without having to stoop over the high sidewall. In the shorter containers, such as 25-inch container, using a drop door in that container is really pretty subjective because the container is already so short. And but as the heights get taller, such as even 34 on up to 42 and 50 inches tall, the drop doors become a little more important. We've got also two different bottom styles that you can observe in pallet containers. The mesh style bottom here would clearly be that mesh style bottom is kind of like a waffle design, and there's holes in between each of those strips of plastic there. Anything that's granular, any kind of really small parts, would have the potential to fall through there. However, that mesh floor could easily be covered with something simple as a plastic sheet or a sheet of cardboard, just anything really to cover it up if you feel like you've got parts that are too small and might fall through the holes. The other design is a solid bottom design, and really the main complaint potentially with these would be if you store the containers outside, that design can collect some water. If that's really becoming an issue, a simple modification such as just drilling a couple holes would go a long ways to preventing these containers to get brought into your facility with water accumulated in the bottom. As far as sizing is concerned, the sizing on ContainerExchanger.com is all outside dimensions. When you open up the item page, you may find that there are inside dimensions provided as well. But specific to pallet containers, we've really got a nice rule of thumb that gets you very accurate approximate dimension for the inside, and that is to subtract 4 inches on the length and width, and subtract 6 inches for the height. And so, for example, a 45 by 48 by 34 container measures approximately 41 by 44 by 28 inside. Capacity is another concern for many companies. Capacity really varies by manufacturer and the version of the container. Some containers are called heavy duty, and different manufacturers kind of have their containers are heavy duty, and other manufacturers might make kind of a lighter duty container. Generally, you're going to see anything from 1,000 to 2,500 pound capacity per container, and we do have specifications on each of those. If you're concerned, maybe the weight of your parts is kind of getting up there to the 2,000, 2,500 pound mark, you can certainly inquire with your sales representative to determine if specifically what the capacity of the container that you're looking at is. Now, in order to get in touch with a sales representative, you would visit containerexchanger.com to get started, and I'm going to go ahead and take us to that page. This is the Container Exchanger homepage right here. This is what you will see when you type Container Exchanger with an R.com into your navigation bar there. Then to find your pallet containers, you would come to this subcategory here under bulk containers. There it is, pallet containers. I'll click there. And we've got really very many listings, and I'll just point out some of the common sizes that you'll observe is the 45 by 48 footprint. This footprint is available in anything from a 25-inch tall to a 34-inch tall all the way up to 42, 44, and 50 inches tall. And another common size would be this 30 by 32 footprint that's just available in a 25 and 34-inch height. And also we have some longer containers, which would be like a 56-inch by 48 or a 64-inch by 48, or sometimes even a 70 by 48 container. If, for example, you were interested in these particular containers right here located in Windsor, Ontario, I would click the link there, and I would have access to a little more information, such as colors, maybe brands, minimum order size, any type of charges for certain order sizes are indicated there. You can blow up pictures even bigger by clicking the picture itself. You'll get a pop-up window and get a nice full-size image. And then, of course, all you'll need to do here is provide your first name, your last name, company name, the zip code where you're shipping to, and some contact information. And that will basically get us started, and the sales rep can give you a call. If you've got any special concerns or requests, you can put them in this box right here at the bottom, and then click submit, and the form should go through. If, for example, you get a message saying that the email was not sent, or there's any message to that effect, of course you'd have to back up and give the form another shot. Thank you very much for visiting containerexchanger.com, and we look forward to working with you.